I was just charging my phone when I accidentally got electrocuted, and somehow unlocked a system that could copy literally anything. All I needed was enough energy, and I could duplicate any object I wanted. So I figured, why not hand this over to the country and start copying stuff like semiconductor lithography machines? But first I tried copying gold, and the system said I didn't have enough energy points. To charge up, I had to get electrocuted. That gave me some serious hesitation, but I wasn't about to just give up without trying. So I just went for it, shoved my hand into an outlet. Felt absolutely nothing, but the energy meter on the system started climbing. After about 5 or 6 minutes, my energy hit 100 points. I tested it on simple stuff like pens. Each one only cost 0.01 points. But if I really wanted to get rich, the fastest way was obvious: copy gold. So I took out a 20,008 yuan loan and headed to a jewelry store the next day. I spotted a gold bracelet in the display case, 20,000 yuan, right in my budget. Bought it without hesitation. Back at my apartment, I locked the door, drew the curtains, and got ready to start copying. But the system said the gold bracelet required 380 energy points. So I charged up some more until I hit 400 points, picked up the bracelet, and thought, system, copy. The next second, an identical bracelet appeared right there on my desk. Oh yeah, it worked. I couldn't hold back. I was losing my mind with excitement, already picturing myself at the top. I calmed myself down and started thinking about how to cash it in. Obviously, I couldn't go back to the same store, so I found a jewelry shop further away. Hey, you guys buy gold bracelets? I asked. Yeah, but we gotta check it first. The owner was a sharp, middle-aged guy. He took the bracelet, pulled out his tools, tested it carefully, then weighed it, just over 40 grams. Today's buyback rate is 415 yuan per gram. That's 16,600 yuan total. I nodded, thanks. Policy says I need a receipt to process the payment. I can't find the receipt right now. I really need the cash today. Understood. In that case, I can only do 400 per gram. Fine, deal. I made a show of hesitating, frowning like I wasn't happy about it. But inside, I was absolutely thrilled. A few hundred energy points cost maybe a few hundred yuan in electricity, but I just walked away with over 10 grand. That kind of margin would make a Wall Street guy cry. I pocketed the cash and headed home. Then I sat down and really started thinking about how to milk this system, but I couldn't keep doing it this way. Burning hundreds to thousands of kilowatt hours a day would have the power company at my door in no time. Energy supply was becoming a real problem. Just as I was racking my brain, a massive boom shook the sky, and a thick bolt of lightning cracked across the clouds. I stared out at the dark sky and it hit me. Lightning is basically free, massive energy. One bolt could carry tens of thousands of kilowatt hours. The only problem? It could straight up kill me. One wrong move and I'd be dead, but I made up my mind. I was going for it. I tied a wire to an iron rod, climbed up to the 6th floor rooftop in the pouring rain, and held it up as high as I could. I gritted my teeth and waited, every second feeling like forever. Then, crack. A bolt of lightning hit the rod dead on. No searing pain, no paralysis like I expected. The whole thing was over in about 2 seconds. When it was all over, I opened my eyes, shaking, and couldn't believe I was still alive. I checked the system. Energy was at 3,452 points. Enough for 9 bracelets, but honestly, still felt low. So I looked up at the sky and yelled, "Come on, hit me again, more lightning, let's go!" And the sky actually answered. Lightning struck again, then again, 3 hits total. My energy shot up to 26,500 points. I was hyped. That was enough to copy nearly 70 bracelets. Back inside, I decided to start with 10 bracelets, just to test the waters. System copy. The second I thought it, 10 identical bracelets appeared in front of me. Now it was time to cash out. I mapped out a route and hit up small shops one by one, flipping all 10 bracelets for a total of 158,600 yuan. I looked at the stack of cash in my bag and just grinned. I grew up in an orphanage, grinded for years, barely saved up tens of thousands, and most of that went toward my ex. But now, in just one morning, I'd made over 150,000 yuan. I got home and turned on the TV, saw all these reports about cutting-edge chips from the US, and thought, I can copy those too. Right then, I made up my mind. I was going to use this system to serve my country and help China rise. But this was massive. How do you safely get a secret like this to the top levels of the government? That was the real question. After going back and forth, I decided to just go straight to the source, the local State Security Bureau office. I told the guard I had critical intel for the higher-ups. He'd obviously heard that line before, but by the book, he radioed it up anyway. A few minutes later, a guy named Zhang Wei walked me into a reception room. All right, talk. What's the intel? Zhang Wei sounded pretty unimpressed. Instead of explaining, I asked him to hand me a pen. Zhang Wei raised an eyebrow but passed one over. Okay, now can we get to the point? Watch closely. System copy. The moment I said it, an identical pen appeared out of thin air. Zhang Wei's eyes went wide. He held both pens up under the light, comparing them over and over. They were exactly the same. Is this some kind of magic trick? But he knew. At this range, in this setting, there was no way it was sleight of hand. Do it again. Zhang Wei's voice came out a little hoarse. This time I copied the pen straight into his hand. Jiang Wei stared at it, completely dumbfounded. All doubt was gone. He immediately pulled out his phone and dialed. "Director, we've got an emergency." His voice was tight and urgent. After he hung up, Jiang Wei led me to a secure inner room. A few minutes later, a composed middle-aged man walked in. He looked me over with sharp, piercing eyes and said, "Everything you say from this point on carries full legal weight. I have a replication system. It can copy any physical object, as long as I have enough energy." Li Haitao's expression barely moved, but his eyes stayed locked on me. "You'll need to prove that." He pulled out a metal lighter and tossed it onto the table. I picked it up, focused, and the next second, an identical lighter appeared in my left palm. Li Haitao examined both. They were perfect matches. Even the specific scratches on the surface were copied exactly. He looked up. His expression turned dead serious, eyes fixed on me, waiting for an explanation. I broke down how the system worked. After hearing me out, Li Haitao had someone bring in a high-precision thin-film resistor and asked me to copy it. Moments later, an identical resistor appeared in my hand. Li Haitao immediately had his assistant, Xiao Wang, run it through a precision tester. "Director, and all parameters are identical." That hit harder than the lighter. With precision electronics, the specs are everything. Even the slightest deviation and the whole thing falls apart. "Comrade Xiaojiang, what you've done today is extraordinary. We're truly grateful for your trust in the country." Li Haitao held my gaze, his tone solemn as he expressed his thanks. Then he turned to Jiang Wei and the two assistants, his expression going stone cold. "From this moment on, everything related to Comrade Jiang Chen and what's been demonstrated here is classified at the highest level." He then had everyone in the room sign a non-disclosure agreement. Any leak will be treated as treason. The surveillance footage and equipment in this room are to be physically destroyed. No loose ends. Li Haitao immediately made a call. He didn't explain the situation directly, just told the other party to activate the special response protocol right away. "Haitao, do you realize what activating the special protocol means?" Li Haitao knew exactly what it meant. The special protocol only gets triggered when the entire nation is at stake. "I stake my life on the authenticity of this. I strongly recommend we send a dedicated team to escort the target to the capital immediately." No more pushback from the other end. They arranged for military personnel to come pick me up. "You heard the call. I don't need to spell it out. We're taking you to the Kanglong military base first. It's safer there." Understood. On the way to the base, I told Li Haitao that I'd need 10 billion kilowatt hours of electricity to upgrade the system. He barely flinched. 10 billion kilowatt hours? That's nothing. Don't even worry about it. We'll take care of your energy needs. The vehicle headed west. Buildings thinned out and gave way to rolling hills and dense forest. Before long, barbed wire fences and military zone warning signs lined both sides of the road. The SUV pulled up to a heavily guarded gate. Armed sentries stepped forward to check us. Li Haitao showed his credentials, and we drove in. Through the window, I could see rows of neat barracks, a wide training ground, and the outlines of armored vehicles in the distance. Li Haitao shook hands warmly with Commander Liu, the top officer of the Kanglong military base. Commander Liu's eyes shifted to me. "You must be our young comrade Jiang Chen." "Good to meet you, Commander. You said you had something extremely important. What exactly is it? Time to fill us in." I took a deep breath, pushed down the nerves, and scanned the room. Besides Commander Liu and Li Haitao, there were several high-ranking generals with gleaming insignia, and two researchers in gold-rimmed glasses with the dead serious look of top academics, clearly the core figures of the base and the nation. I knew this demo would determine how the country viewed the system, and what happened to me and it going forward. "Commander Liu, everyone. Here's what I came to say. I have a universal replication system. As long as I've had contact with an object and have enough energy, I can create an exact copy. Ordinary items, precision instruments, doesn't matter. Every single detail perfectly replicated." The room went dead silent the moment I finished. The generals exchanged glances, eyes full of skepticism and disbelief. A white-haired general furrowed his brow and spoke carefully. "Comrade Xiaojiang, it's not that we don't believe you. It's just that copying anything is beyond far-fetched. It sounds like pure science fiction." "You say you can copy things, and can you prove it?" "General, I can demonstrate it right here." I said it firmly and pointed to a glass on the desk. Commander Liu's everyday drinking glass. Clear glass with a faint scratch on the side from years of use. "Let's use this glass. I'll copy it right now and you can compare them side by side." A glint flashed in Commander Liu's eyes. He nodded. "All right, go ahead and show us." We're all watching. I stepped up to the desk, reached out, and gently wrapped my hand around the glass. The cool surface sent a chill through my palm, and the system's voice immediately chimed in my head. "Target detected, standard glass. Replication cost 0.5 points, current energy 26,499.5 points.